Yo, welcome back, DBZSkills, and in today's video we got you back with another 7 Deadly Sins Green Cross video. So in this video we're going to talk about the coin shop and what it can actually give you, and as well as getting every single unit, or how to get every single unit in the actual game itself so far. Now this isn't like perfectly how to get it, it's just where every character is. So first, this coin system right here. So the coin shop itself, you can actually get units from, if you pull dupes, you can get other items and stuff like that using this coin. So whenever you do get a coin, you will have, like, for example, these little rare coins, or SSR or SR coins. These are whenever you pull dupes, so you can actually use that to get items or even units whenever you need them, so, or even tickets. So far I only have 4 of these coins, so I can't do anything with it. But if you go to the the rainbow coins, I have 1 coin because I think I pulled Hauser, a dupe of Hauser. So yeah, there you go. I did pull a dupe of Hauser. You can use that to get that book, for example. So you do have the option to do that. Now you can also get units from here. So if you had 5 of them, you can actually get a unit like Bond, for example. And basically, you're gonna want to go ahead and save every single coin you have, just in case, because if you have other units that come out, you can actually buy them from the coin shop if you wanted to, because there's other options in here. You can get SSR tickets, SR tickets, 2 SSR tickets, basically like that, or you can get other random items that you need, or you can get these kind of coins, and these can help out. I think you can actually get these whenever you're playing the game itself. If you go to like your friends, I believe, I think it allows you to do it. If you actually, I don't remember exactly where it is. Let's just actually go to your friends. I think it's the bottom right here. People are adding me, so that's cool. I'll actually allow that. It's somewhere in this area where they give you coins, or you can actually share coins as well. So it's actually really cool as well. But let's actually get back into the coin shop again and pretty much talk about what other things you can do. So you can go ahead and grab more books from here if you wanted to, but I would rather you grind out the books itself. But every other unit, now we're gonna actually switch to the screen. So basically, this is where we're going to talk about all the units. So the SRs, you can, okay, so for example, it says the locations coin shop and gacha. So the gacha is, of course, where you pull whenever you summon, so you don't have to worry too much about that. So you can actually do that from there. A lot of these units will be in the coin shop as well, but every single unit in the game itself is in the gacha, so you can pull them if you need to. This bond right here is actually in the coin shop, so you can actually get that, which we just saw whenever we saw the actual gold, not gold, the coin. So now this banner itself, all these banners have every single unit, so these are all the gachas. That's basically where you can actually get it. So for example, we can actually do a ticket summon and pull whatever units that are in here too. So basically that's how that works. So now if we go back, we have some units, for example, in the stories. So you can get free to play units from story event 2. So you want to go ahead and do all of your chapters, keep on grinding out the game, and you get free SSR. So that's another good thing about this game. Then of course you can get the units from the coin shop and from summoning itself. So basically the free units you can get are Bond, which is in story chapter 2. You can get DN in story chapter 4, SRDN in story chapter 1. That's the first ever unit you get. You can also get Elizabeth, which actually should be her as a first chapter first. You have Gother in story chapter 5. You have, I think it's King. King is in chapter 3, I believe. Yeah, right there, story chapter 3. And all these units are in the gacha. Meliodas you start off with, of course, for story chapter 1. But these are all the units right here. All the R's are the rares, the SRs, and SSRs. They are all in the gachas, and of course, coin shop. The coin shop itself is another way of getting units as well. So every single unit in the game is on this list right here. I'll leave this actual link in the description as well to the actual the website, because this website is very useful to use as of right now. But if we go back to the game, basically we'll do a quick single. So I'll show you guys that on these tickets you can actually pull something. So this is a way of getting units as well. These are more support units, if anything. So we're gonna do a full counter, so that's actually good. Hopefully, I don't know. We should. Never mind. He's not gonna do a full counter. He will throw him off though, and hopefully we can pull at least an SR. That would be very helpful. So let's just see what we get out of this. Rainbow text does not mean anything, so make sure. All right, so we did lose. So we lost right here, and it's gonna be a rare, unfortunately. So I might make a video on what all the actual summon animations mean, so it's easier for you guys to understand. But so far, it kind of is self-explanatory once you guys see like what's going on with this. So we got a rare a Leone, I think that's his name. So all right, so now if we go back to the coin shop. So I think we just got a coin from that. So if we go back to the coin shop, we can actually go ahead and show you guys that. So if we go here, and let's just say we want a book, we got another coin of him. So if we get that, for example, we can actually get this level 3 book right now. So I think I actually do need to get these. It would be nice to get this as well, but you want to go ahead and grab you know, the higher end stuff. So and here, for example, we can get tickets if we gave up our DN, we gave up the Elizabeth and the Meliodas. We would go ahead and get two, or actually one of these tickets for 4. So that kind of sucks, honestly, to only get one ticket using 4 of these coins. But I guess that's understandable for the game itself. But so far, so good, honestly. There's not much else to it. So you know, if something else does come out, then I will let you guys know that. Alright, so while this goes, we're going to just go ahead and play through the game a little bit more while we talk about this. So every unit so far in the game, there are some units that you do want and some units that you can pretty much like get rid of for a couple of reasons, because they're not going to really help the best. So now I'm going to let you guys know that there is an auto feature in the game where you don't have to click anything. It will do everything for you if you want to do that. You can enjoy the game properly if you want to. If not, you can go ahead and do an auto mode if you want to just grind out the game properly. But basically, a lot of the units that you want to do, which teams you want to be running, are, for example, you want Bond on your team, you want King, and you want like Meliodas, for example. Bond is very good because he does help out, you know, making sure that the enemy's life is basically like depleting really quickly. And another good thing about Meliodas is he does hit harder when your health is getting lower. So depending on like what units you have, I mean, Bond is a very, very good unit to have for sure, because basically he's gonna keep on making sure that he's just stealing 20% of the target's attack and defense. So they're gonna keep on doing lower attacks. So that's actually good. Actually, Bond's probably gonna be an MVP mostly all the time for you if you have him on your team as well. So that's a good thing, because Bond is definitely one of the top tier units so far. Now there are going to be other units that come out later on, so can't say too much to it. But you know, the unit so far is very good. King, and that's another unit you can run. That King itself, if you have the free-to-play one or if you have the one that you summoned for, both of them are pretty good. Of course, the better one is the one when you summon him. But for the free one, King, he does remove all debuffs. So if you did have any issues from the enemy, debuffing you, he can remove that. He also does do a lot of damage. He inflicts 200% to an enemy, so that's actually good. Then another thing is, if you do have Fairy Clan members, he increases base stats of all Fairy Clan members by 8%. So you can have King as well. I will of course put the pictures on the left or right side, so you guys know which ones I'm talking about. So the other King, the one that he is like the bigger King, that one is good as well, because he does do basically he can defend pretty well, and then he can do a counter attack as well. Just like Meliodas, his counter attacks can do a lot of damage, so you should definitely be trying to do that with King. Another thing is, whenever he does attack with his normal attack, he applies bleed for 2 turns. What bleed does is that it's gonna have an additional 80% of the damage done at the end of each turn. So you're going to be doing a lot of damage with King, so a lot of units will want to get rid of, or a lot of players that you play against, or even in the story, they're going to try to get rid of King first, because King would do a lot more damage later on. So that's a good thing about King. You can also have, let's just say, King, Meliodas, for example. You can have Merlin. Merlin would definitely help out the team as well. If we talk about the Merlin from the the gacha as well, or the coin shop, for example, she can do one thing where it's going to help Meliodas out a lot. So what she does is Perfect Cube. So what Perfect Cube does is it will produce a shield of 150% offensive power on all allies for 2 turns. So she is a really good support unit, because you're going to do a lot more damage with Meliodas, because Meliodas, especially if he has a counter ready to go ahead and do, he's going to do a lot more as well from that. So you have many units that you can run together that can help out each other. So far, with the teams I've been running Bond, Meliodas, and Hauser, because Hauser, he is an attack all unit. So so far with how I've been playing, he's been helping out a lot in the game. You know, you can get him, you can summon him, or in the gacha coin if you want, or you know, like the actual coin shop. But he does do 100% to all enemies, and then of course he increases penetration rate by 3. So he's just basically, penetration is that he does more damage, so times 3 that, so he's doing a lot more to it. So then you have Super Cyclone. He does 100% damage to all enemies, and applies cutting. So applies cutting means increases critical chance times 2. So he's gonna do a lot more chances to crit, which like he just did there, he did crit on the left unit, on the left enemy. So but you do want Bond. Bond is definitely an MVP because he does so much for the teams. He can literally help you so much, because every time Bond attacks with his you know, body hunt or rob or anything like that, he is taking a lot of percentage out of the enemy. So really good unit for sure. But that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about in today's video. Honestly, one, I did want to say thank you guys so much for the support on the channel for this game. If you guys want to see more, let me know in the comments below. And if you guys have any tips or anything like that, let me know as well. Definitely does help out the community as well. But of course, drop a like onto the video. If you guys want to see more, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button. I've been growing like crazy stuff. Definitely keep that up as well. So that's gonna do it for today's video, guys. Have a great day. Peace.